As you can see today, the weather is real nasty, but that crepe is going to keep these looking tight at all times. It's real, got salt out here and everything, but we're going to still rock everything that we want to rock. Soul protectors on deck. Protect that sole good. The water just bead off of these. You ain't gonna do no harm to your shoes. Wear anything, any color, any weather. You protect them, you'll be able to rock them anywhere. Little sneaker tip 101 with DJ Scavs Queen. More tips coming.
6 hours later.
DJ Scavs Queen just got finished doing this party. Somebody spilled red liquor all over my kicks. We're gonna sit there and have the video to show you how we're gonna sit there and get these clean all the way. Everywhere. We're gonna get all that cleaned up.
Two hours later.
So now this is the off-foot video of everything that's spilled on the shoes. Oh my God! It's in there. But I sat there and before I put them on, I sprayed them. Now I'm getting ready to clean them. I usually use this, always keep a little backup. I'm gonna sit there and clean these, and then I'm gonna sit there and show you the results.
5 minutes later.
Alright, so for my first video, I want to sit there and clean these right away because I don't really want this to seep in and make it even worse than what it is. So for my first cleaning, I usually sit there and get a piece of cardboard, which is I use this cardboard, which is like from some of the deliveries I get, or any piece of cardboard you find around the house, you can sit there and use. I like to use that because it's going to be a lot of water when you're trying to clean them. You're going to be using two different types of brushes. One's a softer one, and this one's more hard. I usually use this for like the bottom or like really dirty shoes. I use this pick to sit there and de-rock the bottom of the shoe sometimes because there's a lot of rocks and stuff under there, and I want to sit there and clean everything out the shoes. And for the cleaner, you know, one of the best cleaners in the game. And a nice little thing of hot water, warm. So now we're gonna sit there and work on getting both of these clean right now. Looking at the way that the stain is, I don't want to sit there and really submerge the whole thing because I don't want the dye to sit there and run off onto any other parts of the shoe. So I'm going to do this cleaning a little different today. I'm actually going to dip my rag in the water because I think it'll be better if I sit there and don't do it like that at one time. So I'm going to just put a little solution on my rag and dip my rag in the warm water. So, you know, nice little more solution. I just want to sit there and just go over it lightly because I don't really want that to go onto the stitching, because once you go onto the stitching, it's like really hard to get it off the stitching. That's why I want to really go really light with this so I don't touch the stitching. And as you can see, It's coming right off. I usually don't clean my shoes when I get right in the house, but this was something that never happens to me, as I shall say, so I had to make an exception today. I'm just really going to do the shoe part first, and then I want to worry about the laces and the middle part later. I want to get the big stuff off the outside, and I'll work my way to the inside after. No big deal. They're just sneakers anyway. Just like to preserve them and, you know, keep them fresh. And I have the sole protector on here, you know, to keep the soles fresh, which is a must for me. There's going to be a whole bunch of more shoe cleaning videos uploaded. I have like over like 20 something pair of shoes that I need to clean. So those will be uploaded on my channel soon. Sit there and show you how I clean all my other shoes. This is the shoe before, as you can see. No camera tricks, I cleaned it right in front of you. Like I said, I didn't get to this part yet. I'm going to do that part later, because that's going to be a crazy process with that. Because if you get too wet, it's going to make it worse, so you don't really want it too wet. Now I want to work on this shoe. Like I said, I just wanted to really wipe this away because I really don't want to get that on the stitching. Because once you get that on the stitching, it's like, oh, it's never going to come out. Well, let me not say never, but it gets much harder once you get it on the stitching. Everything is much easier. Gotta like really check this shoe. I'm glad this could have been worse. Wasn't too bad. Caught it just in time. Now I'm just gonna, you know, clean everything off of there, checking any splatters. And you know, as you can see, I think this shoe looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. Just going to double check and look around it. I think that's pretty much it. Now it's time to work this middle. Not really sure, but I'm going to really start really light with this middle. And I want to go to another new piece, because I really don't want the old stuff to come in there. So I turn my rag over to a whole new piece. Sit there, get a little soap on there. I don't really prefer putting a brush on there because it's like going to like mess it up, like shred it a little bit. Not too bad, but just a little. So I'm going to try to go with the hand first and see how this works, and then if I have to, I will go to that, but I want to try not to use that method. And let's see. I want to try to work this stain right here. As you can see, got another one here. Trying to work it. I really do highly recommend that you do spray all your shoes before wearing them. It would just make this job of cleaning it 10 times easier. Guaranteed. Not that this happens all the time, but I guarantee this will sit there and make the job easier. Try to dab the laces to like get that stuff out of it and just not smudge it. Because once you smudge it into the other one, just like, that's gonna be it. So it's a little process. It's not too crazy. It could be crazier. It could be worse. I could be having to take all the laces out. It just splashed a little on the shoe. It dripped off the table and splashed under the table where my foot was. So, not too bad. If I wanted to get crazy, I could have took the laces out, but I don't really think it's that serious for me to sit there and take the laces out of the shoe. And as you can see, where that stain was at there before, it's gone. Like I said, I highly recommend that you spray all of your sneakers before you wear them. Spray them. Guaranteed for results like this. So like I said, I got a little bit in the laces, so like I said, I wanted to wipe it because I think it would be much better for me. Because like I said, the brush is going to sit there and rig it a little bit. I don't think you really want that on your shoe. Because I really don't want that on my shoe. That's why I didn't use that method. So, but this is just one of the methods that I use. There's so many different methods of how people will sit there and tend to get stains or anything out. This was my easiest method. Quick, fast, easy. I usually buy the shoe cleaner and the spray when I buy some sneakers. Not all the time, but when I feel like I'm running low on the product, I'll sit there and I'm like, oh, let me pick up a new bottle of either or. So I tend to do that from time to time. But it's really about taking your time with the shoe. You take your time, everything will be clean. I'm just going to sit there and just double check that I got all the areas where I seen the drink at, which I think I have all the areas, but I just have to just double check. You don't really want to leave that on the shoe for too long, because once you leave that on the shoe, that is a permanent stain there. See like a little purple there. See like a little purple there. Anywhere I see like a little hint of purple, I'm gonna just wipe it off. The laces are looking pretty good. See like a little something down here. Nothing crazy. Go back to check the other shoe. Make sure there's nothing, but I do see some stuff on the side panel. See a little something on the lace here. See a little something right here on this lace. So little you can barely see it, but I did see it. Still on the precise side of my shoes. And judging by the shoe, I think I got a little inside here. Like I said, that thing like splashed all over the place. That's cool. That's up in there. I do recommend that you sit there and clean your cloth, because if it is dirty, you will get a couple of black marks out of there. And now, judging by the shoe, same video, no camera tricks. All that stuff that was on there is now gone. No camera tricks or anything. See, everything is gone now. Everything that was in there. Now I want to sit there and show you how to do the bottom real quick. This one has a sole protector, so it's not really that many rocks in here. But it was salty outside, so there was a couple of rocks outside, so I did get a couple of rocks in my shoe, which I would prefer to de-rock them. So that's what I use this pick for. I used to use a toothpick, but you can use a toothpick, but for me, it just wasn't as strong. I mean, it'll get the job done if that's all you have around, but it just wasn't strong enough for me, and I found that this tool was much stronger, and I like this one much better, so I do use this tool. I don't have to worry about it breaking, because I was breaking the toothpicks because the rocks is so hard to get out the shoe. So yeah, sit there and de-rock it. Take all the rocks out of here. Get the other one. Got a couple of rocks in there. This is just something I do to help preserve my sneakers. Oh, you ain't gonna do the bottom, you wanna walk on it again. I know, but I just like to keep them preserved. You sit there, keep the bottom clean. The rest of the shoe remain clean. You know, you leave a little dirt on there, just bacteria and stuff start growing on there instantly, and there goes your shoe. I'll show you in a couple later videos some shoes that I used to put away that I didn't clean, and the dirt is just sitting there eating all over the shoe. So that will be in some more videos. I'm trying to get this rock out now. Alright, that's the last rock. Alright, now I'm gonna sit there and just sprinkle a little bit on top of my brush. Then dip it in the water, my water solution. And I like to sit there and get to the bottom of the shoe. Give it a good scrubber. It's not going to make the shoe brand new, but like I said, it'll help preserve it. When I sit there and do all my shoes, I will do it a little different, but since I'm just doing this one, I'm just going to do it like this. Like I said, it doesn't sit there and make this shoe brand new, but I mean, you can see a white one and one is not white, but no big difference. But I just like to keep them preserved and clean. Now I'll hit the other shoe. And that's what happens when you sit there and get something spilled on it. A quick cleaning with DJ Scab's Screen. A little under 20 minutes, but trust me, they'll stay in your collection for years to come if you sit there and just take 20 minutes out of your day to clean them up. Just 20 quick minutes. That's it. Back to new. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching my video.
The next day.
What's up, people? This is day 2. Sat there, checked out the shoe. Looks pretty good, but I just seen like a couple of small spots. You can barely really see it there, and I don't even know how I missed this whole spot right there. But just gonna sit there and, you know, clean up those couple of spots that I missed, and missed a small spot right there. So now I'm gonna sit there, you know, like I said from yesterday, use the same method, dab my cloth, get it a little wet, then a little solution. Like I said, I want to sit there and work it like this because I don't want to sit there and mess up the pattern. I'm just sit there and just lightly dab it. As you can see, that came out. Now I want to sit there and get this part here now. You know, one second. So I got that all up out of there. So it really doesn't really matter to most people, but I'm just more precise with my sneakers, and I would prefer for them to be 100% clean. Like I said, this doesn't really matter to most people, just as long as it looks okay, but I'll prefer it to look excellent. Just my opinion. Everybody's different. Just get that little bit off the side. You know, as of now, I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Couple of small little dab dabs. But overall, I think this one is pretty good. Just gotta like really examine it really good. It's like so precise, but oh, find a little drip. A little drip. They're hiding underneath the laces. Shoe looks pretty good. Check out this other shoe. Like I said before, remember you had that stain all over the shoes and everything on the other shoe, and that was gone. Now I'm just double checking this shoe. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Because, you know, sometimes you do miss things, but the longer you let it sit, the more worse the stain will sit there and be. So, I really don't want it to sit too long on the shoe. That's why I'm like really that's why I'm really treating this right away, which is the best thing for any stain you get on anything, is to treat it right away. No. The shoe pretty, oh, except for, yeah, I missed a small spot right there. I missed that. Hard to see on that material, but you got that. I know I missed a spot somewhere I seen. Missed that, but overall, you did pretty good compared to how it looked yesterday to today's. Up, and after giving it a final say so, that's it, people. Quick cleanup on the maroon 6s, which was all messed up yesterday, but now today, shout out to Sole Protector. Shout out to Sole Protector. The bottom's just icy, but yeah, still pretty good, the maroon 6s. $2016s. Can't go wrong. Alright, people, that wraps it up. Until next time, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be sitting there showing you everything you need to know about cleaning kicks. Don't forget to sit there and go to my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/DJScavsqueen1. Follow me on Instagram at DJScavsqueen, right there. And that does it.